Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Eoftar and James Trimmier, with special thanks to Mike Spark and Valinrook, who both helped sponsor the series. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Phoenix Point, as we slowly come to grips with the fact that we may be all that's left of the project. Now, we do still have one potential lead all the way out in South America, but it may be some time before we can actually get out there. So, for now, I think our best bet is to start rebuilding the project in earnest. We need to get that second squad kitted out, we need to get that second Manticore up and running, and apparently we've still got a Phoenix base somewhere in Western Asia, so we'll need to keep an eye out for that as well. And of course we'll keep knocking out nodes and clearing scavenging sites. We can always use more resources. Oh, one thing I don't think I've mentioned before is the reason I have to keep manually topping off our mags like this is because we're not actually keeping any spare mags in our storage. If we were, then our soldiers would automatically draw bullets from those after each mission. I might see about boosting our stockpile between episodes, just to save time in the future. Alright, looks pretty standard. Scattered buildings, lots of open terrain. No ideal perches, but that's fine. We'll just start moving up along the main road here. Nothing so far.
Standing by.
Let's get Valen on top of this little hangar here. Okay, there we go. Looks like we've got heavy gunners. And it looks like they've started boosting the durability on those weapons, too. Guess they got tired of us disarming them.
I'm here.
Well, we obviously don't want to get close to this guy, so let's see what we can do from over here.
Aiming.
Wow, that gun just ate a full-on sniper round. They've definitely made those things a little stronger.
Overwatching.
Okay, let's wait until we've got visual on the rest of them. These guys are dangerous. We can't afford to rush in. And just in case they try to flank us, Okay, let's see how this goes.
Still on target.
Oh, interesting. Looks like they're playing this one defensively too. You know, we did just get a big bug fix patch. I wonder if they tweaked the AI.
I'm here. Identifying target.
I think that's one down. Yeah, he's done. He is still on Overwatch, though. Alright, let's focus on the other two.
Aiming.
Nice. Okay, so we want to go for the upper arms. The tentacle part that connects it to the rest of the crabman.
Acquiring target.
Taking aim.
At least we're clearing out potential cover. There we go. If any of them gets too close, then Valen should hopefully be able to take them out. Very nice. Ah, and we've got another one. Interesting. So we completely missed this guy. And now he's obviously moving to flank us. Let's knock this guy out first, and then we'll focus fire on his buddy. Yeah, see, if we go for the tentacle, then it's a lot easier to disarm these guys.
Overwatching. All set.
We probably don't want to take cover behind the exploding thing. Well, not like we have much in the way of better options here. Oh, there we go. Didn't even see that ladder. Shoot, not quite enough. We'll have to tap him with something. There we go.
Moving to position.
And now we've got a spot for our sniper.
Here. Let's go.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, that didn't work out at all.
Arms online.
All right. You know what? It's a long shot, but let's see if we can get lucky here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure. Why not? I have no words. Interesting. We got a pretty fair amount of resources there, but we're also starting to see some advanced weapon components. Anyway, let's see what we can spend this on. Oh, right. We actually need to save our resources for the containment facilities. I would like to get another scanning tower up after that, though. Which means we need more resources, so let's keep exploring. Peace of mind. The Manticore 1 has landed at an unmarked and abandoned research base. Looks like this location was established in the last decade or so. The security fences are wrecked, and the living areas have been picked clean, but there is a laboratory which appears to have been left alone. Inside, in addition to the regular equipment one might expect in a lab, there is an extremely large nitrogen freezer containing a complete Arthron, its head neatly cut open. The brain has been removed and hooked up to a makeshift device that resembles the offspring of a microwave oven and a satellite dish. It looks damaged. Well, I am never one to turn down some mad science. Our operatives have fixed the device. Probably. It's still not entirely clear what it does. Whoever built it was either a genius or a lunatic, possibly both. We now have access to many terabytes of fascinatingly incomprehensible data. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm sure we'll find something to do with it. It actually took a pretty big chunk out of our current project. Anyway, looks like our current scan is almost finished, so let's start heading that way. Oh, let's make sure our level ups are taken care of. We could still get ambushed here. Okay, back to it.
Scan complete.
Pandoran capture and containment. Specialized Pandoran containment facilities have been designed and successfully tested, allowing us to safely keep Pandorans in a state of constant paralysis. This represents a step forward in our struggle to understand their biology. Paralysis and Capture. In order to capture a Pandoran, you need to equip a Neuraiser, move next to it, and melee attack it until it is paralyzed. When the paralysis value is greater than the target's strength, the enemy is paralyzed and will be captured at the end of the mission. Targets will lose 1 paralysis point per turn, so do not let them recover if possible. Disabling enemy body parts decreases the enemy's overall strength, making it easier to capture. You will need to manufacture Neuraisers to equip your squad, and build a containment facility to capture Pandorans. Alright, that's what we've been saving for. Let's get that stuff queued. Now, we could probably get by with just 1 containment facility, but I think we'll go ahead and do 2 instead. It's always good to have a backup. Like I said before, we are pretty close to the mist. It's only a matter of time before one of these bases gets attacked. And that leaves us just enough to queue up a couple of Neuraisers. Oh, we've got a new Jericho Haven. With an aircraft. Oh, they've got a research center too. I've got to say, that does make a pretty tempting target. I have had a few people ask why I haven't started raiding anyone just yet, and honestly, it's because I'm hesitant to alienate them this early in the campaign, but if we do decide to take New Jericho's tech by force, this would be the place to do it. We'll hold off for now, but we'll definitely keep that place in mind. Anyway, let's get that new scan started.
So, New Jericho continues to expand its military capabilities, this time with a new class of soldier. The Technician, robotic arms, cranial input hubs. It all sounds very impressive, and we are not exactly opposed to this development. But we do wonder, when is New Jericho going to invest in anything other than war? Yes, we need to achieve some kind of peace, and we in Synedrion aren't unwilling to fight. But winning is more than just building the biggest army. To win, we need a functional infrastructure. We need people who can plan. We need a system that works.
Interesting point. I'm not really sure what you're trying to accomplish here. Well, I guess she's still trying to attract the support of the Phoenix Project. She's just antagonizing New Jericho in the process. Twisted Twister. The Manticore 1 has encountered a weather anomaly. On an otherwise clear day, a tornado that appears to consist of some kind of greenish gas is raging across the countryside. Such anomalous phenomena are the result of the planet's gradual change into an alien environment, and would be worth studying, but there is a definite risk to our craft. Well, like I said, I'm not one to turn down mad science, so it's been a rough ride for our operatives on the Manticore 1, but the data they've collected is invaluable. Our planet is changing, and we need to understand how. Oh, interesting. That did give us a fair amount of research, but more notably, it also damaged our aircraft. I've never actually seen that before. Though I imagine it's something that'll become much more common once we get that Festering Skies DLC. Oh yeah, that took a big chunk out of our durability. I don't think we have to worry about it just yet, but we should see if we can figure out how to get that fixed. I guess our best bet is to head back to base.
Research complete.
Mind Fragger Egg. The specimen's shell has proven to be considerably durable, able to resist fire, acid, and small arms fire. The egg contains various animal and plant DNA strands. So far, it has been determined that the eggs act more like a biological stasis pod, which holds mindfraggers in a state of suspension, rather than being a growth or incubation chamber. The exact mechanism by which the specimen appears and grows remains unknown. Additional findings. Field reports indicate that mindfragger eggs react to human and mechanical presence, beginning the hatching sequence when any foreign entity approaches them. That does give us a pretty huge boost to our food stores. Somehow. Now let's start heading for Phoenix Avionics. We can fill in a few gaps on the way there.
Construction complete.
Ah, and there's our fabrication plant, which cuts the remaining manufacturing time on the Manticore in half. Very nice. Oh, interesting. Okay. Looks like we can actually manually repair our Manticore, though it would cost us 100 material.
Research complete.
Mist Sentinel. The Mist Sentinel is an enigmatic phenomenon, an immobile fungoid structure hosting mutated symbiotes. It produces a complex aerosol with hundreds of different types of microbes, which is basically a concentrated version of the mist coming from the sea. It seems to have a defensive role, with proximity of hostile organisms triggering a release of mist in a local area. We see them growing across the land, promoting the transformation of flora and fauna. For what purpose, we do not know. Well, again, we don't get much out of this project, but it will make it a little easier to kill these things in the future. That will at least save us some ammo. Oh, just a quick side note. I am going to delay the Arthron autopsy a little longer. I think they actually fixed the DLC trigger with the latest patch, but unfortunately I don't think it's reverse compatible. I just need to make sure about that first. We'll just focus on other projects for now. Specimen, Hatching Sentinel. This appears to be the key structure supporting Pandoran nest colonies. Pandoran Evolution. Field teams have reported seeing mutated versions of Arthrons and Tritons with evolved body parts. While similar in appearance to the original classifications, these new specimens are considerably tougher. We could be witnessing the emergence of several new types of Pandoran. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but it is worth looking into. Nothing found. After several hours of exploration, nothing useful was found. Oh, that's disappointing. But I suppose it's better than an ambush. Okay. Let's head down here, start clearing out these nodes next. Treason. Our operatives have made contact with a new Jericho Haven, where an execution appears to be in progress. 3 individuals are marched out of the main building and placed in front of a firing squad. A volley of bullets ends their lives in an instant. After the execution is over, people cheer. Apparently, the dead were well-known traitors who had only just been captured. With this unpleasant business over, Commander Jamal greets our operatives warmly. Okay, we're obviously not going to condemn the executions, but we're also not going to ignore them. We'll carefully inquire as to what that was all about. He has to be expecting that. Commander Jamal sighs heavily. They joined one of those cults that keep springing up. Preached that the Pandorans are here to heal the planet or some such garbage. That's bad enough, but they sabotaged our security facilities to show that we've actually been safe all along. 30 people died because of them, and still they kept believing. Wow, okay, no objections then. I mean, I guess if you want to give yourself to the Pandora virus, that's one thing, but don't drag other people into it. Guess we could do some trading while we're here. All right, on we go. Turning and turning. One of our operatives has reported experiencing repeated lucid nightmares of floating up into the sky, helplessly twisting and turning in a nausea-inducing spiral motion that seems to defy the principles of Euclidean space. They always woke up before they could see where they were going, but sensed a frightening presence waiting for them there. A medical examination shows nothing wrong with the operative, and the dreams seem to have stopped for now. Well, nice to see the ODI meters finally advancing. Not sure why it took them so long. Jericho Haven. Not what we're looking for, but that's fine.
The disciples of Jericho Haven is under attack.
Looks like the Disciple Haven of Sumer is under attack. Not a high priority, but we do need to head back to base anyway. Got a few level ups to take care of, but I think we're in pretty good shape. Alright, we'll at least have a look. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Let's get in there. Small claustrophobic map. And they dropped us towards the center again. That actually makes this really dangerous.
Standing by.
Well, let's get up top and see if we can at least figure out what direction to focus on. Shoot, that didn't help at all.
On my way.
Alright, this corner seems pretty clear, so let's set up towards the edge here and I guess we'll establish a perimeter. Hope we get lucky. Oof, there are just so many places they could be hiding. You know what? I hate to do it, but let's have the civilian make a sprint for the evac. They might be able to spot some enemies for us. Or not. Okay, let's just set up Overwatch and keep our fingers crossed. I guess we should cover the civilian. I don't think they'd put the enemies between us and the evac, so they're probably hiding up here. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. Well, we might be in trouble here. Shoot.
Target hit.
Hostile down.
Nice. One less thing to worry about.
Ah!
Okay, first things first. Damage control. Who's this? Mike, we need to get you to the evac zone. Which is easier said than done, because we do not have a clear route. I guess a second possibility here is we could just clear the immediate threats. But that's easier said than done, because we've got this guy hiding behind the fence line. All they need is a single spotter, and then they can start lobbing grenades at us again. Alright, let's start by taking out those spotters.
Ready to fire.
We need to plan this out very carefully. Let's see if we can create a shortcut here.
Repositioning. Confirming target.
Well, that did not play out how I hoped it would. Though it does at least give us a better line of sight. We could send the civilian out there, hope they go after him instead of us. But that really feels like a last resort.
Preparing to fire.
Okay, well, let's get this guy off the field. There we go. Now, we really need to clear an exit. Ooh, that might work. Yeah, let's bring Priest up and see if he can take out that booth. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, we can work with that. Now let's get that guy out of the way. We've still got this guy behind the fence, too. Oh, come on. Alright, all or nothing. Nice. Now let's tuck Alois somewhere safe.
Let's do this.
And Mike, let's see if we can get you out of here. That'll do it.
Dashing to the coordinates.
Okay, that is a huge load off my mind. Now we just need to survive to the next round.
Hold in position.
Holding position.
Steel on top.
Okay. That was incredibly lucky. Ooh, the civilian's bleeding out, but he should be able to survive until he reaches the exit. Yeah, okay, I think we've got this.
Here. All I need is a clear shot.
And then there was one.
Ready to fire.
Oh, okay. Oh, not gonna lie. I wasn't sure Mike was gonna make it out of that in one piece. It did make for a nice change of pace, though. Ah. Looks like the disciples were so happy with our performance that they actually gave us a couple of their more advanced weapons this time. Not sure we'll get much use out of them, but I'm certainly not complaining.
I come bearing a message from the voiceless Hierophant. Words do not matter. Everything written is ash. Everything spoken is wind. But your actions show promise. Let the rite of hunger commence. Are you ready to make a sacrifice for our faith?
You know what? I am just going to have to say no to that. It's not that we can't afford it, it's more that I'm not going to jump through hoops to prove our loyalty.
Your faith is weak, but none are perfect, save for the exalted. May you find your way back to the truth.
Hey, you want to hold it against us? That's on you. Let's queue up some grenades here. Okay, so we've got another alien base, which does give us a way to boost our rep with New Jericho and Sanhedrion. Not that we're looking for an alliance, but it would be nice to at least boost our rep to 25. Anyway, let's see if we can track down a sniper real quick. That's all we need to round out our second squad. This might take a moment. Let's hit the pause button. And welcome aboard, Mike M.Z. Zitter, our 12th recruit and the last person we need for our second squad. Now we just need to find the time and resources to get these guys properly equipped. And then we have to start working on our third squad. It never ends.
The disciples of Jericho Haven is under attack.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that one.
Scan complete.
And there is our second Manticore, which I think brings us to a pretty good stopping point for now. We'll just park that at Phoenix Avionics, and we'll pick up here next time as we get our second squad kitted out and finally begin expanding beyond Asia. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Phoenix Point, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the official Discord server, the official Facebook page, the official Twitter feed, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Fig. Links are in the description.